are listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You are listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and it is Tuesday, January 30th, 2024. I wanted to make sure I got that right. Did I? I did. All right. Well, you were here. It's just Tuesday, but fear not. The week is flying by, 9-to-5ers. It is so fast, it's already Friday. That's how it works. I'm telling you, look, Monday's already gone, Tuesday's done, Wednesday's hump day, Thursday everybody ignores, it's Friday. But, you know, we'll call it Tuesday for the rest of the night, just to stay congruent. Did I say that right? Tonight we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Yeah, this is a show where you may want to leave. Nah, I don't know. Well, I am not going to beat around the bush. I am going to try to say exactly what I think is going on in this field, in this world, in this whatever. And I think you already know. See, I'm not here to change anybody's mind. No, not at all. Not at all. I am here because we're being duped. Why else would I be here? Do you know what the original reason I was here? Not here, goof on in ufology. You know what the original reason was? To find out what I saw on April 14th and 15th, 2004. Not only that, I've had sightings my whole life. You know, I mean, there's no pattern or anything, but strange dreams, you know, and then, you know, you get old enough. It's almost as if ufology got me at the right time. There was no other time that I could have never done the research any other time than the time that I did it. Life gave that to me. The universe gave it to me. And I did. I took advantage of it. Not, you know, I didn't take advantage of it. You dirty universe, you. No, I took what it gave and used it to the maximum. And I believe through all these years, almost 2 decades, the research, the interviews, the evidence, the people, my God, the people, the government, the entertainment industry, Tom DeLonge, Lou Elizondo. You know? Yeah. It is a wild ride. And the thing is, I'm going to say something. I'm going to be wrong and I'm going to be right. But there's so much evidence, there isn't any. Roswell, we got a poll going. What do you think is the best? It's in the chat. What do you think is the most, where evidence shows, here, what's the best evidence ever showed to the public by media government that aliens visited Earth? Right now, you can say Roswell, crop circles, the Phoenix Lights, or writings or carvings, petroglyphs. It is almost a dead heat. It's 20% the Phoenix Lights, 27 crop circles, 24 Roswell, 30% writings or carvings. We want to get 150 to 200 votes, so don't forget that. I'm going to put you to work tonight. Don't forget the poll, and don't forget to subscribe. And I know you probably are, but don't forget to thumb up. Oh, thumb up the show. Shit. Hold on a second. I got to do something. I got to do this, or else the show won't go on. What is going on? All right. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, slow seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, fun. All right. We did it. Hold on. All right. So let's do a little bit of roll call, shall we? Who's here? Jammer Travels. What do you say? How do you be? Welcome to the show. Laureen Renee. Welcome to the show. Kelly Lewis. EW. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Hey, Bob. What do you say? Mr. Marley. Welcome to the show. There he is. Leon Miller. Exactly. David Wilcox. Not Wilcox. Welcome to the show, bro. Sky Allen. Sky is here. Welcome to the... Hey, Marcel. How you doing, Goofonian Metalhead? Welcome. Mystic. How you doing? Good to see you. What do you say, Brookers? Huh? Yeah. Ah, well, there you are. Who's coming through that front door? Glenn Collins just snuck in as the door closes. Intergalactic Angler was right behind. Nathan showed them the way. What do you say, guys? Hey, David Rope. Welcome to the Conundrum. Welcome to the show. What do you say? DM's in the house. Douglas Mosley. How you doing? Welcome. Stars and Night Vision. You got to have all two. All right, let's get the show started. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. Means we got a lot of show to do. Alfie Joe Bob, gotta say it. Oh, no. Dorothy, how you doing? Brian L, come on. You guys sneaking in. CBE's Shenanigans. Welcome to the show. S.L. Welcome to the show. SL Ben. Thank you. Welcome to the show. All right, let's get started. If you want to help support, we're supported by you. GoofOn is, super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. And you can join. You can be a member. All the links are in the show description. All right. It's going to be fun tonight because it's not fun. I don't like this business. In case you haven't noticed, I am a little bit, how should we say, emotional when I talk about UFOs and aliens. I am, but I'm not. It's true. The stigma is still with this damn thing. But here's what people say, right? I'm telling you right now, unless you want the abuse, do not bring up that you study UFOs at a function or a party, or you know what I mean? Like you're at work and, yeah, it's the Christmas party and, there's that UFO guy. And then everybody, oh, that's the crazy guy. He's a little crazy, but I believe it too. So why is he crazy? I don't know. He just is. You know, people still think that. And you know why? Because they did a very bad job the last 7 years since Elizondo. Actually, let's just say it. It started with Roswell. It sure as heck fire did. And then, not to jump ahead so far in history, the Phoenix Lights, because it was so near and dear to where I lived, became another wave of possibilities that Americans all across, actually the whole world, were thinking about March 13th, 1997. Could it be lights from another being, another species? And would we find out? Turned out to be flares at 10 o'clock. But as with all good sightings seen by the public in masses, there's going to be a controversy, or as they say in England, controversy. Right? And of course, every single major sighting everywhere on the planet has been dismissed. It has. We found out that it was just some guy in a suit. Or, we found out, it was gas, swamp gas, all that stuff. We found out it was drones now that we're in the 2000s. More balloons, more drones, right? Now, I go into everything not looking for the bad stuff. I go into it as a skeptic, believer. I believe. I just don't believe everything, And I go in to every sighting, every video, every story, hopeful that I'm going to feel some credibility and reality that I can believe. And it's hard. It's hard. I hear myself telling people things that I've recorded, and I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. They go home at night and they're like, can you believe Giordano? Freaking UFO. What would he say? He recorded a what? Oh, him and his wife saw a ball of light in the bedroom. Yeah, I wonder what he's smoking. Should we call him? Nah. But let me tell you, I can't tell you how many times, because I feel like a jerk when I come out here, and I do. I feel like I'm being a jerk, and I don't mean to be. I just can't. It's the way I am. I really do think, though. Look, there are aliens. I don't know. Can we say that there's something going on? Yes, there's something strange going on. Why? Because we can't record these things all the time, and the people who are abducted, wait, let's go one thing at a time. Talk about evidence. Where is it? Forget, I don't even talk about mine. I don't have any. I have dots. I'm a nobody. I'm talking real evidence. I could show you what people think is real evidence. I don't have to. Oh, remember when they held up that stuff and they said, that's not it. That's not what we saw. There are new witnesses that have come out for Roswell, and they are really pissing me off. No. This can't be. Oh, God, here it is. Okay. I don't know. I may have lost it right there if I didn't find this video, because I know I put it here. Here it is. So check this out. A new Roswell video was uploaded by Eyes on Cinema. I love that channel. It includes 29 eyewitness interviews. And this is one that the Juan never saw, and I never see. Are we still on? Oh my God, everything just turned off for a second. There it goes again. Well, the lady's name is Barbara Duggar, granddaughter of Sheriff George Wilcox, who saw the Roswell bodies, including a live one. Right? Roswell. Okay, I used to have a ban on Roswell. I hated Roswell. I still do. Why? Because it's so hard to really believe it, but there's too many things going on to say that it's not believable. I believe it. I think something happened. The aliens, I'm not sure. Maybe little chimpanzees or orangutans or something thrown in the cockpit, and they just shriveled up when they burned, or maybe they look goofy, when they came out all toxic from being in space. I don't know. But people, man, they sure say it was aliens, right? Big eyes, big head. The Greys, pretty much. We're going to talk about the Greys in a minute. Here's Barbara Duggar.
However, there was more to the story, according to Sheriff Wilcox's granddaughter.
My grandmother was Inez Wilcox, and my grandfather was George Wilcox, who was sheriff in Roswell, New Mexico at the time of the Roswell incident.
All right. And you say you lived with your grandmother?
Yes, I lived with her. I lived with her one whole year, and I taught at the New Mexico Military Institute, and then I lived with her 3 years, and then off and on. She helped finance me and support me and go to college. She helped me go to college.
Did she ever discuss events at Roswell with you?
One evening we were watching TV, and it was on TV there was something about space. And my grandmother looked over at me and she said, "Barbara, do you believe in anything, outside of the earth?" And I said, "I do." And she said, "Well, I have something that I would really like to tell you, but I don't want you to ever discuss this or tell anyone, because I've never told anybody." She just wrote an article one time and put flying saucer on it, and that's all she had ever written down on a piece of paper. And I said, "Fine, what do you need to tell me?" And I thought it was going to be something completely different than what she told me. And she said, in the 40s, there was a spacecraft, a flying saucer is what Big Mom called it, crashed outside of Roswell. And I said, "That's interesting." I said, "How do you know about it, Big Mom?" And she said, "Your grandfather, George, was as a sheriff at the time." And I said, "What?" I didn't have any idea. I said, "What more about it?" And she was very hesitant to talk about it, but you knew that within her there was something that she really needed to tell me. And she sat there for quite a while, and then she looked at me and she said, "I'm just going to tell you." And she said, "But don't tell anybody." And I said, "Who would I tell anyway? I don't know anybody to tell." And she said, "The reason that I'm telling you this is because when the incident happened, the military police came to the courthouse, to the jailhouse, and told George and I that if we ever told anything about this incident, talked about it in any way, that not only we would be killed, but the family, that they would get the rest of the family."
But I'm going to tell you anyway, because I don't give a shit about your life. I mean, what? That's what they did back then, though. They did. That's the rumor. People were threatened. It's an awfully big desert out here. It'd be a shame if they had to pick your bones out of here or something. What was it? Remember that? That one guy would say, "It'd be a shame to have you disappear in such a big place. They'll be picking your bones out here, looking for your bones out here forever." That is so unbelievable that the government would say such a thing. But back then, they did. And people respected the government back in the 40s. Remember how scared they used to be? Not anymore. Not anymore. But wow. Jeez, man, there's more? Oh, there's more to this. All right, well, let's take a little listen.
She was there and witnessed the police.
It's hard to hear. I can't turn it up.
When she was standing there with my grandfather, I said, "Did you hear them say that, Big Mom?" That's what I called her. And she said, "Yes, I did, Barbara." And she said, "That's exactly what they told us." Told us. And I said, "Why? What did he know?"
And did she tell you what?
Yes.
And let me tell you something. Just because somebody's 80 years old or they're near death doesn't make their story valid, okay? There's still no evidence. It's just a woman telling her story of things that happened in Roswell. Now, we've heard this many, many times, but, she's an old lady, so respect. See, that's what I don't like about how people judge whether somebody's telling the truth or not. Oh, if you're over 70, you're always truthful, I guess, right? Because that's how it usually goes. Why would he lie? He's near death. I don't even want to listen to this anymore, but I'll give her 20.
Yes, I said, what could you have known? That what happened is my grandmother said that they called my grandfather. Whether they called him on the telephone, came to the office, they lived there at the courthouse.
Your grandparents?
Yes, they lived in the jailhouse, right. I guess. Okay, and someone came and told my grandfather of this incident that had happened outside of.
All right, yeah. We got Roswell crashes, dummies, bodies. We got it. She's the granddaughter of the sheriff who was there, Mr. Who was it? Whatever. Got it. Barbara Duggar. Look her up. I'll put the link to that nowhere because it's not a YouTube video. So you can check that out on The Juan, as in Juan, on X. So we started all this insanity back 1947, right? And you know what happened? You want to know what happened? In 48, 49, 50, tons of UFOs were seen all over. Why? What happened? Well, they had that congressional hearing or something on TV, remember, in 1953, talking about it. I just played the clip the other night. Had no idea I was going to do this show. I'm not going to play it again because we just watched it. Was it Colonel Ramey? Was it him? Was that the guy's name? Something like that. Some people making incredible claims, and that requires incredible evidence. And some of these things that have been flying in the atmosphere pose a threat to our national security. And we're going to find out what the hell these things are. Fast forward to 2020 something, 2017, Lou Elizondo. They're a threat. Nick Pope. Oh, they're a threat. There's a threat. How does he even speak? I don't even know. Threat. Travis Taylor. Woo! They're a threat. Right? Gary Nolan. Ugh, threat. Jeremy Corbell, gosh, threat. Everybody went along with it, right? There's a threat. What is it? Don't know. What do you mean? We're going to figure it out. And you're with who? Tom DeLonge, Hal Puthoff, Steve. I'm just getting the names here, right? Okay. All ex-government. We're still working in the government, I know. It's kind of tricky. You put a team together of government officials who worked in the UFO. TTS assholes. TTS assholes. They're not assholes. They're the whole ass. God, I hated that thing. TTSA was such a joke. You know why I started there? What, like Lou said. What is there to talk about before 2004 in ufology? Really? I mean, really? Well, the 70s was good, right? A lot of sightings in the 70s. Matter of fact, There was a lot of sightings in the 80s, come to think of it. And then it seemed to die. Hardly any news on UFOs for such a long time. I remember going to the library looking for new stuff because nothing was coming out other than TV shows, like X-Files, thank God, which I liked, but I'll be honest with you, didn't love it. I'm not a huge fan of the X-Files. I didn't go crazy over it. And then Ancient Aliens came out and told us so many lies. Do they know that they're lying? Yeah. But they'll say, how can you say we're lying when it's our interpretation of what we see? That is the loophole, isn't it? That's the big loophole in this field. This field. But it is. And right now, where we're sitting in ufology, in quicksand, I feel. Some people think we're not in quicksand at all. Some people think the quicksand is hardened and we're off and running to disclosure. Why don't I feel this? I really don't get it. What is wrong with me? That's what I'm asking. What's wrong with me? Some folks think we're halfway to disclosure. I think Lou Elizondo said that. We're halfway through disclosure without any evidence. I keep saying that. Without evidence. But how many times have we heard people say, there's so much evidence, we could put a criminal away with all this evidence we have. If this was a criminal, if this was evidence against a criminal, we could put him away. What do they call that evidence? Smoking gun? No, that's not smoking gun. Supplemental? No. I think it starts with an S, though. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. What I do know, though, there are people out there doing a really good job debunking things, figuring things out. And I just don't understand. I don't understand the field. I just don't anymore. I don't get it. When I first got into it, it was all about Jaime Maussan. Everybody was debunking Jaime. Jaime's the worst. We're still doing it today, right? He's ruining ufology, watering it down. And then we found a lot of problems with Linda Moulton Howdy Doody, Fresh and Fruity, that she was not as truthful as she said she was in some things, and she wound up being a target for a while. And then Richard Dolan became the target because he was affiliated with Linda Moulton Howe, who gave him a hoax about the guy, the whistleblower story, the movie and all that shit with Jeremy Corbell. You see how they all stick together? They all find each other. The shit sticks together. All you have to do is just look a little to the left, a little to the right, and those blobs of shit are sitting there. Sorry, I'm swearing. I should have said poop. But be that as it may, Lou Elizondo. Welcome to ufology. I'm Lou Elizondo. I am going to create havoc in the UFO community, but the first couple of years I'm going to be here, I'm just going to look around. And I'm going to take notes. And I'm going to choose who's good and who's bad. I'm going to be Santa. That too. I'm going to be Big Lou Santa Claus. Yep. And I tell you what else I'll do. I'll fake friend you. Not only that, I'll make fake eight fake accounts, dyslexic. And just have a lot of fun picking on people, starting drama, see who can take it. Because I'm not a UFO guy. I'm not a ufologist. What is he? I can't remember the... I think I got it right here. Here's your daily reminder. I'm sorry, I have to do it. Wishes. Here we go. We're realigning.
Left the Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place. I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy, not a ufologist. I never have been, I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the
UFO community. Thanks, Lou. What's up, Scott Blight? Jeanette. Hey, I see UFOs. Troy, Thor, Panku. What do you say, fellas? S.L. Oh, yeah, I said hello already. Anna Buell. Did I say that right? Anna Buell, I think. Cool name, though. Welcome. Joseph Ford, welcome. So, Lou Elizondo. God, you know, he started off all right. But you know me, I first saw him and I said, something's wrong. I see somebody who is not going to do what he says he's going to do. I never felt so strongly about that, but with Lou, I did. Sure, it's easy to say after the fact, but it's true. If you were here, you know it. I called him. I said, this guy looks like a bully. Everything about this guy is all wrong. Something's wrong. And I don't know if we'll ever find out the truth, but you just heard him say, I'm not a UFO guy. I'm not a ufologist. I don't even care about UFOs. I'm paraphrasing, right? I think Lou was put into this position unwillingly. I think his job was on the line. I don't know if his pension was on the line. But if you ever seen the movie Who's Lou, it seems like Lou tries to make quick, easy bucks, by startup businesses that don't work out or something. Whatever, right? We all try to make it on our own. We don't want to rely on anybody. Now I want to be my own boss too. Gotcha. I get all that. But it was weird. And it was weird hearing him talk to nobody when he was introduced to TTSA. It was weird watching him talk about this threat. And then when confronted with the questions, he would circle around, never really answer, and give you some sort of, wow, okay, I think that made sense answer, right? He did his job well. As a matter of fact, I think he probably did it too well. Boy, oh boy, did we fall for it. And, that's nobody's fault. Don't get mad at yourself. Don't beat yourself up about this, because we all got it. We all wanted it to be the guy who was going to give us disclosure. And he said, I'm not here to give disclosure. He said that early on. I'm not the disclosure guy. Wow. Why are you here? Well, I'm here to mess with the UFO community. Don't you think it's weird? I mean, even a little bit, that they had Lou act like he did all this work with ATIP or OSAP, whatever you want to call it. And to be honest, there's nothing that has Lou's name on it proving he worked anywhere on UFOs or anything. I've never seen anything with his name on it. That was my problem. Remember that? All of his emails disappeared? Here, reminder for you.
Left the Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place. I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO defense.
Did you hear what he said? I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy. This is the most important quote in the history of Eleganzo. History. This is it.
ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place.
To give me the mission to finish the mission they gave me in the first place. What mission? What mission? It's not disclosure. It's not UFOs. It's to create havoc in the UFO community. What else did he do? He got caught doing it. Thank God. Imagine if we never knew about that. You know, I almost think that they wanted us to know. Like it was all planned, even the ending to Lou. The ending. What I mean is when we all knew through other people he was friends with or fake friending, like Lou Angeles. And the reason I'm bringing all of this up, and I know you know it, but believe me, there's some people that don't know it and don't know this. And the reason I'm bringing it up, because it all makes sense. It's for nothing. It's for show. You get it? None of this makes sense.
I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy, not a ufologist. I never have been, I never will be.
I didn't ask for it? What the hell does that mean? It means what I said. He was forced into this position, or he was going to lose his job or his pension. He must have done something, and they're keeping it off the record. Lou, just do this for us. How long do I got to do it until we tell you? What are you talking, a year? I don't know, Lou. If it's a decade, it's a decade. It's either that or suffer the consequences. Now, I don't know if that happened. Sure seems like it, though. It sure seems like it.
I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the UFO community.
Unless he's talking about another job. And I'm wrong. Oh, Jeanette, thank you very much for the £5, 5 quid super dono. I didn't, that you're the first one tonight, so I appreciate that. And a continuing supporter of Goof On. Hey, you know what I want to say, but I'm not saying it anymore. Thank you very much. That's a super dono. It's when there's really not 3 hearts, nothing, and no sticker. It means you love. Pure love. Thank you, Jeanette. Grazie, grazie. Man, it was a good time having Lou around. Now that book that he's wrote and written is coming out April, June. Does anybody know anymore? I heard it was supposed to be May to April, end of May, beginning of April. It's usually a good source. So we'll see. So we got the Lou. We got a dose of Lou. Remember when he first came in? And then he teamed up with DeShlong. And those guys were talking about, oh, we're going to be creative. We're going to, tell the world in song, in movie, in documentary style, entertaining. That's what we're here to do. We're going to entertain you. To the Stars Academies, we're going to tell you the truth, but we're going to entertain you while we do it. Well, actually, we're going to tell you the truth and entertain you at the same time. How's that? How's that grab you? What are you going to do? I mean, what's Tom DeLonge going to do? Write a song about, the aliens and UFOs? Oh, yeah, he already does that. That's right. Yeah, but they got over what? $3 million TTSA did in donations. Supposed to build the spaceship. Oh, my God. All right, how about this for now? What would be your favorite spaceship that isn't like Star Wars or Star Trek? You know what mine is? I saw this and somebody put it on X. Mine would be from Spaceballs, the Winnebago. Yeah, she has it too. But I like the Winnebago. That would be my favorite spaceship. Forget, you can't say Millennium Falcon or Falcon, however you say it. You can't say it because that's part of Star Wars and Star Trek. Yeah, I like the Winnebago. I can't think of any other ship that I really like. I like Battlestar Galactica's big ship. Remember that one? Remember, what do they call that? What do they call that? The Federation Starship, right? Isn't that what we have out sitting over by... That's who's out there right now watching over the what is it? The lactating galactics? Here they come, lactating galacticoids from the planet Galacticoid. Everything's got an actic in it, galactic. All right, let's play this. Somebody, now look, this is so funny. What did I talk about yesterday? Biologics. And the name, the word, just say biology, right? So I see this today on X from this guy, Jason, and he says, what are biologics? I think we got a video here explaining what oh, here we go. Oh, no. I can't play all of this. It's my bad. I should have looked at this first before I put it up. If I knew what it was, I wouldn't have even brought this up. But here's what I'm looking at. And we'll take a minute.
Pilots who piloted this craft.
As I've stated publicly already in my news...
Hold on.
Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
Do we have the bodies of the pilots that...
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, Biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Biologics came with some of these? What do you mean they came with? Like a gift? Like, hey, you got this beautiful new sports model UFO, and we're going to give you 10 free weeks of alien bodies. I don't know, man.
So now this is actually a whole field called biologics. So there's...
I'm so embarrassed. Is anybody else embarrassed for ufology? What do you mean it's a new field? It's not wait, what did she say? A new subject?
A whole field called biologics.
There's a whole new field called biologics. No, there isn't. No. Because what does biologics mean? Biological. Biology. A living organism. We've always talked about a living organism when talking about, are aliens here? Are those UFOs real? And who's flying them? We've been talking about this since day one. Do you see why I don't get it. I don't get it. I understand what they're trying to do, and I don't like it. They're trying to create something that doesn't need to be created to make it sound like a new discovery. That's horseshit. And it looks like she's like she really believes they found a new, it's like not even by accident. I mean, it's like by accident. It's not like they did it on purpose. She's not acting. That's what's so strange about this. It's not new. The word biologics, it's not new, but it's being used way too much. As a matter of fact, it's a silly word, and I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, listen.
So there's a real field now where people are doing these experiments in space and creating things that we can't create here.
Like what?
Medicine, certain types of...
That's not new.
Metals, kind of like ceramic metals.
I mean, there's a piece of metal from a crash that I've seen, and I've seen the science on it, and it's atomically aligned.
Oh, this is so ridiculous.
And it's layered in like 80 layers within just a few microns of purities of metal that aren't even in our solar system. And they think it needs to be made in an area where there's no gravity. So number one, it has to be made in space.
Wrongo, Dishong. It just needs to be in a non-gravity environment. It doesn't have to be in space. You could remove that, right? Don't they do that already? See?
That was one of the speculations about the...
What do they call those chambers? Gravity chambers? I forget what they're called.
The type of metals that were retrieved supposedly from these crash sites, that these, whatever these metals were, they were layered, and that they could only be layered specifically the way they were done in a zero gravity environment.
Yeah, that's right.
And how much of this stuff do they have? Do they have full crafts?
I've never seen.
Wasn't that debunked? You know what they're talking about, layer upon layer. And from what I remember, I thought they debunked it, saying it was, yeah, definitely done in a non-gravity place, but they say it was probably done on Earth. And it's not unusual to see something like that we have created ourselves. And I just don't know. I looked all over for the link to the story. I just couldn't find it. And who knows? I mean, the last time I ever had to think about a layered piece was when they started talking about it 5-6 years ago. And it was debunked. And everybody said, no, that one came out years ago. That's been debunked. It's a highly compressed nickel or something like that. It was a ridiculous amount of nickel in it. Maybe it wasn't nickel. Maybe it was something else. But whatever it was found out it wasn't alien or a UFO. But I don't know. Hey, it's a different decade, right? And better equipment to analyze this stuff. So don't take my word for it. Maybe you know. Maybe I triggered something in your memory by saying that, and you can let me know.
In any full crafts.
What did you see when you went to the crash site?
So I saw two types of materials. One I can say looks like kind of metallic frog skin.
By Terry. Terry, Mr. Elizondo has...
Okay, this I like. This is what I really wanted to hear.
Called the UAP craft multiple times, made comments about not knowing who is piloting them. This seems like an assumption, at least without proof. Does this mean there is proof, let's call that evidence because proof in science doesn't exist, that these are craft with pilots?
Well, let's break it down. Craft. Craft is a noun. It's a physical.
Okay, guys, Lou's telling us what we need to know. Craft is a noun. Write that down. Don't forget, we need to know craft is a noun. Okay, we can continue now. We got that. That was really important. No, you'll see why.
Object that allows.
Oh, hold on.
Let's break it down. Craft. Craft is a noun. It's a physical object that allows the transportation of something from point A to point B.
Wow. I got to tell you, I'm impressed. I would have never thought for a moment that's what it meant. Thanks, Lou.
Whether it's a hovercraft, right, or a spacecraft or an aircraft,
Here's Lou trying to distract you, trying to get you to think, oh, craft, oh, yeah, craft, I wonder what he's talking about. And then he gives the answer while nobody's listening because everybody's daydreaming about what he's talking about right now, just like I'm doing. That's what you do when you watch these things, right? You start daydreaming. That's what he's doing. He's triggering you to think outside of what he's really going to talk about and then really never gives an answer. So listen to the rest.
It's a vehicle.
It took him 12 seconds to tell us what a craft is. I'm sorry. It's a noun. Thank God. I thought it was a verb.
And so what defines a vehicle? Well, physical material. There's something to it, nuts and bolts. I've made it very clear already my opinion about.
Honestly, I mean, can this not be the worst example, or the best example of the worst of Lou?
My assertion that there is material that is related to this topic that has been recovered in the past. That's all I can say about that. But that's why I use the term craft. It's maybe not the best term, but to me, it's fairly accurate, at least until I can find another term that's more accurate.
Like the most common report.
That's not the Lou Elizondo clip I thought that was. I want to go to that next one. That's not it. And I can't stand Steve-O. He is the worst. So hard to listen to. Here we go.
Potentially, have there been biological samples recovered from craft?
Did you hear the question? Have there been biological samples recovered from a craft?
Let's rephrase that question. Have there potentially been biological samples recovered?
And he leaves out the craft.
Yes.
Why? Listen to that whole sequence again. It's weird.
Potentially, have there been biological samples recovered from craft?
Let's rephrase that question. Have there potentially been biological samples recovered? Yes.
So what Lou did was remove the word craft. Why? Why? So we have biological samples. Let's find out where we get
recovered
them
from craft.
Physiology at all. It's like, what the heck? It's like way different, right? So
Potentially, have there been biological samples recovered from craft?
So basically what Lou is saying, have there been biological samples recovered? That's it. You can't say from a craft or anything. That's all he's saying. So what does that mean? No craft, Martin? So where did we get them from? They just fell out of the sky? Where did we get them if they didn't come from a craft? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. What's this? Kenneth Hacker says, Colhart and Nolan got 2.2 million views. Geez, the brainwashed people are buying it. Oh, I know. I know. You're going to get me going, man. It's frustrating. I know where I stand in ufology. I've come to accept that last year. I know that YouTube controls my destiny. I have no control over anything. I can't control my views. I can't control a god dang thing. And you know how hard that is to swallow? That's a hard pill to swallow. Ask Fessler. He swallows everything. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, I'm being a dick. I don't care. Look, hey, every now and then I'm going to throw out the pop shots to the people that harassed me, my friends, and family for a year and a half. Sorry, I just sometimes have emotional breakdowns. But let's get back to work, shall we? All right, enough of this. Enough Lou. So I brought you up to speed on the Lou Elizondo. Lou was brought in to usher in the government, how do I word this? He helped make it seem like the government was working with the public for disclosure. It was all an illusion. The whole thing was. Everything was. If you don't believe that, that's fine. I believe everything we've seen was already planned, scripted, and maybe some things went the right way. Maybe there were some surprises and, people react differently than they may have expected, and the script had to change. But for the most part, they knew what they were doing 3 weeks, 4, 5 months ahead of us. I'm telling you. Because it seemed that way. It seemed that way. And it didn't stop with Lou. It kept going when Lou left. And Jeremy Corbell was the focal point. Gary Nolan was trying to step in. But guess what? It was David Grush. That's who we got. So David Grush comes in after Lou. And everybody's like, oh, well, what's going on here? A whistleblower, huh? Oh, this is going to be great. Finally. A whistleblower. He's what? He's going to be talking to Rose Cuckold on News Nation. When? Oh, I got to see this. Come to find out, he's not even a whistleblower. He's just some guy who heard a bunch of stories and felt like it's his new mission in life to be the do-gooder and rat all of the people that worked around him, rat him out, become a rat, commit treason, but gets approval from Dopsar on what he could say. Yeah. Sounds like a real whistleblower to me. You know what a real whistleblower does, Mr. Grush? A real whistleblower doesn't give a shh. He's going to come out and say, ABC 1, 2, 3, I was there. I saw it. And oh my, I have evidence to back it up. That's a real whistleblower. Okay. Are we all on the same page now? Okay. What you did, Mr. G, is just tell stories that we've heard before. And you know what? You heard those stories from people who believe in werewolves and dino beavers. Yeah, Jay Stratton. I know. It's crazy, right? I know, man. I know. It sounds good. And I can't blame you for wanting to take that role as whistleblower. However, you're not. And it isn't. And you didn't. And it's not. And the real reason why your entire thing was bullshit, because, and I don't want to say it, but I'm going to have to, aliens don't exist. Wait, don't beat me yet. Do not beat me. However, there is something here that is indigenous to this planet. My opinion. That's all it is. I believe they have been here. They may be our creators. I don't know. But all I know is this world is more paranormal than it is normal. And once you accept that, you'll be able to see things. Yes, see things a little more clear. Why? Because you're looking through the loophole of the keyhole. And that's a lie. So stop looking through the loophole keyhole and you think you have the answers, because you don't. Nobody does. Only people in the real know. No, I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. Now I know. I know there's going to be people out there who say, Rich is full of shit. You're so full of it. Am I? No. You want to know why? Because I believe in evidence. I was looking for the right word. There's only one. Proof is fun, but evidence, oh, that's the real deal right there. You got evidence, which I don't. I just have dots that are doing weird maneuvers. Who am I? I tell about my dreams. I never said I was abducted. I said, people say I have, but I think they're dreams, and here's why. Tell the dream. Felt real, but no evidence. So I don't say this really happened. I say I had an experience by dreaming these things. Then when I get older and all of a sudden out of nowhere, I see shit move in front of me. Sorry for swearing. And now I'm screwed. And my wife and I saw the ball of light enter through the, why we weren't scared is the weirdest thing. Because I remember talking to her and we thought somebody was in the backyard, but we never once, we talked about this till 5 a.m. It happened 6 hours earlier. And we just couldn't believe the way we acted. We didn't get up. We didn't go look at it. We didn't run around. Even the dog was calm. All three of us just sat there watching this thing. And it probably lasted a whole minute. But it happened. And that was my introduction to undeniable proof. Something is out there. It's weird. There's so much I don't talk about because I can't prove it. I talked to Michael from Dark Hour Paranormal because I am living in a place I talk about. I just can't catch anything on video. Can't. So for me, from somebody who's so skeptical of everyone and everything, when it happened to me, now I can't say you're lying. I can't. I can't say you don't talk to aliens. I can't. I can't say that object didn't move. I can't say you did not see an orb. I can't say it anymore. I can say, I don't think you did. But it is possible that things that I didn't believe are real. And maybe communicating with aliens or whatever. Call them what you want. You want to know why I didn't say there's aliens here? Because they're indigenous to the planet. I believe. I truly do. I don't think there's technology that can take us from one galaxy or one universe. No, one galaxy to another. Universes, everything's inside you. I always get those mixed up. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't get them mixed up. I just say it wrong for some stupid reason. So, I don't know. I don't know everything. But one thing I know is we need evidence. And that's the whole, the cold, hard truth of it all, is there isn't the one big thing that the world can unify all at once at the same time and say, yeah, there it is. That's real. And that's what we need to happen. That's I think one of the, I don't know any other way that you could convince the public you have evidence of alien craft, or you have evidence. Let's just say advanced technology, because I just said I don't know if they're alien. I don't think they are. I think they're from here, so that they're alien to us, just like illegal aliens coming into this country every day. All right, so I'm going to keep calling them aliens. All right, but the cold, hard truth is what? What is it? Disclosure hasn't happened because the evidence didn't show up. There isn't any that we can see. It's out there. Sure as hell is. And I think there's people who actually probably captured something, don't even know it. I may be one of those people. So when we scour the internet looking for legitimate footage, we get the same thing every time, don't we? We get blurry, shaky, it's too far away, it's a dot, it's nothing, right? That's what we get all the time. And then when we get a really good one, every now and then, a really clear UFO will show up. What do we say? Fake. CGI. Nope. Total fake. And you would probably be right most of the time. But we will never know unless there's, what do they call it? Undeniable proof? Verifiable proof? What is it? Empirical proof? Here's some video of a sphere. This is from 2020. It was filmed by a military contractor whose name is Andy Seboga, Seboga. Have you heard of this guy? Oh, let's play it. The video is pretty cool. This is the only way disclosure is going to happen. It's going to be you, me, some civilian out there who just stumbled upon something they can't explain. It will happen like that. I'm just surprised it hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? You may, whoa. You may, hey, I'm going to talk about some of the Miami stuff still, because I made a mistake yesterday. I showed you the wrong evidence. I showed you the wrong people, is what I should have said. But I've now been corrected, and I made a mistake, so we'll do that next. See, this looks good, but what do you want to tell me? What do you want to say about it? It's round. It looks like what? A balloon? Notice how slow the guy's going now. About 25, maybe? It's hard to tell. 20? So that object seems to be moving about 15, 25 miles an hour, right? No? I don't know. I love the video, but I hate it. Here, let's do this. Let's do a quick analyzation. And if I go over 2 hours tonight, that's okay, because I'll just keep going. I'm in the mood. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight, but we're definitely going to go past 2 hours. I could already tell. There we go. I wanted a screenshot. I want to blow it up, and let's look at it together. So I'm going to take you off the screen for a second while I pull this up. Excusez-moi. I can bring you guys back now. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're doing a live blow-up session. All right, here we go. You see what I see? Nipple! I see a nipple on the bottom. It can only mean one thing, a balloon or Pac-Man. Waka 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 bee whoop, waka 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 bee whoop. Bee whoop. Baka 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 bee whoop, baka 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 bee whoop, baka baka. What do you think, kids? Balloon, right? I mean, I don't see the nipple anywhere else. And I don't know, it looks like the balloon, kids. This is two things right here. You see this part? I want to show you something. I want to tell you something. This is not what you think it is. This is the reflection of the balloon. Or the balloon is losing air and is indented. But watch what you see when I zoom all the way back out now. What does it look like? A reflection now, right? See? That's what it is. That's why. It's a reflection. And it's an illusion. So there, you just learned that not everything is what it seems. This is a reflection. And believe it or not, I can see somewhat of the outline right there. But it could be my mind, excuse me, playing tricks with me. See, now look, it's a reflection. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. It's a reflection. So it's a balloon. Yeah, there's no way that is a UFO. Easy peasy, kids. Easy peasy. He's got a nipple on the balloon. It's reflecting the moon. It's good to be the king. What movie? History of the World, Part 1. Wait. Did you say you want to see a real UFO? Well, I'll do that right now then. Somewhere in Europe, oh no, this isn't it. Ugh, I hate when I make mistakes. All right, I'll play this video. They think they're seeing Bigfoot. Now, I said that kind of a little salty, didn't I? I was a little salty when I said that. You'll see. You'll see. All right, it's 2.5 minutes. I'm going to jump you forward about 38 seconds. Here we go. And 1, To me, this looks like a lion, cat. Now it's standing up on 2 legs and it got bigger. Look at how big it got. It doubled in size, in girth, in thickness, and in width. Width, I tell you. You hear it? You know what I love about this video? Nothing. It's one of the worst I've ever seen. It looks like a pile of snow walking. That's it. There's no detail. You can't tell how big it is. Nothing. It's awful. It shouldn't even be out there. Now it looks like it's hoovering, right? What is this? Now what is this? Well, why is there a flying loaf of bread? I don't get it. I think I see the body here, but it looks like a flying, floating loaf of bread. You know what I mean? Yes, hoovering. You know what? It is interesting, though, isn't it? Wait, I'm a little confused, guys, girls, and in-betweens. I thought this was like a Bigfoot. Now, what's going on? See this? This looks like some sort of cat going to the right. Here's the tail. Here's a leg. There's the other leg right here. Here's the snout, the eyeball, the head, shoulder. But it's not. It's the background. That's it. See? But this is moving. I don't know what it means. It had a body before, guys, girls. I hate that. I don't understand it. I gotta smoke more weed. That's it. So, I don't understand, really. Let's go back. Let's go to the beginning and see how this all started. Matter of fact, I don't want to. You know why I don't? Because there's no detail. That's just a bunch of blobbery. It's blobbery. I don't want to look at blobs right now. All right. All right. All right. It is. What time is it? It is. I think we're going to do that. We're going to go to third phase of moon. They put out, you got to see this. Hold on, let me, the title alone says, it's a shocker. Prepare to be awestruck. Guys, girls, in-betweens. Everybody get ready to be awestruck, and I'm not kidding. Am I? Awestruck. In 3, 2, go. Ah, bad click. Go. Go. Phenomenal. Welcome to Goof On. Oh, sorry.
Third phase of moon, Blake Cousins, along
That's
with
fake.
my brother Brent.
No, I'm joking.
And Paula Asteria and Dr. J Radio Live.
Dr.
We're going
J!
over incredible videos just in, and we're sharing it to the world. LAX, a major commercial airliner, set to land, and right off the coast of California, we're looking at something massive. A cylindrical object just hovering in the sky. We're going to get some close-ups. Guys, tell me what you think we're looking at right now.
I don't see anything yet. Come on, show me the loaf of bread. I'm Italian. We like bread. Show me the bread. There it is.
We're gonna get some.
Oh, that looks like a good Italian bread right there.
In the sky, somebody was smart enough to again capture the phenomenon. I'm hoping pilots are going to come forward and start bringing more information. But we're
hardly.
This, Brent, your thoughts quickly.
Yeah, this is a good catch. Definitely somebody saw something out their window over there and they pulled the camera out, had the right mind to say, what the heck is this?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Great close up right here. Could it be a blip? This thing seems much bigger than a blip. Maybe I'm looking at the footage too. Could there be maybe some manipulation with the footage being stretched, making a blip look larger than it is? That's a possibility, but if that's not the case...
Pretty cool, right? I don't know how big that looks like. It might be 100 feet if it's, you know, within a certain mile distance from there. I don't know.
We're looking at something
you know,
that I'm not familiar with.
They have these balloons that look like
I'm
that.
wondering what people from the ground are seeing when I see this right now.
Right.
Because it's so high up in the sky.
And where's their footage?
Tic-tac-looking craft, they usually tend to be metallic. And if you were looking at this from the ground, it would just kind of mirror the sky around it. And you might not even be able to see it. You know, so it's interesting these people are on the...
You know, the fact that is that airplane landing? Well, it looks like it's about what, guys? 500 feet off the ground. The UFO maybe 400. Could it be an airplane?
Or capturing this, I think that's really incredible. And I wonder if anyone on the ground actually captured it.
Yeah.
You know, that's our plea to anybody over off the California southern coast.
Could it be another airplane?
If they
yeah, sure, it could be an airplane.
Sky, we're trying to lock down the exact...
And you know what? They never zoom in, right? They never zoom in. What's this dot I see?
Location. But Dr. J, your thoughts when you looked at this today?
I don't think this is a blimp at all unless it's modified.
If it's anything, it's an airplane. Or a let's go to the next one. That's a tough one, right? What do you guys think? No?
To me,
Maxi
it looks
Tic Tac?
like a saucer.
Yeah.
It's not a cigar-shaped object. Another thing, too,
exactly.
If we can get the known distances from the plane to the mountain,
yep.
using trigonometry, we could actually figure out the length
is
of this
Paula
or whatever it is.
Blake's girlfriend?
And not just that, where is the air traffic control?
Huh.
Where are the radar?
I didn't even think about that.
We need those people
I don't know.
as well.
That's right. Good questions there, Dr. J.
Why not? Why could be Brent's?
This object.
Oh no, Blake and Paula are always doing stuff. Yeah, that is interesting. Good. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I see UFOs.
Through mathematics, that's definitely possible. Again, we're pleading to the pilots if they saw anything out there.
Ooh, moon dust. There you go. It could be your mom's vagine.
I know.
See, you got to start spelling these words differently. Like vagine, V-A-G-I-N-E, right? That would have been cool. Nope. I did not put out. And look, that is a very sensitive subject, and it's one I choose not to discuss right at this moment. All right, let's go to the next one. Shh. That goes all over UFOs. Here we go. This looks good. This is actually a very good video so far. Hey, this right here. Okay, I don't know what it is. Do you? No, nobody knows. The only thing it can be is a UFO, a cylindrical balloon, or an airplane that's wings and tail fell off? I mean,
Come out as well.
I don't know.
That's right. Good questions there, Dr. J.
It's a good one.
Absolutely. We could
It really
triangulate,
is.
This object.
See, because you would see the tail if this was an airplane and it's all at the angle it is. That's why we can't see things. No, it's not that. Plus, this is dark. Usually these are whited out, and it's usually a tic-tac color, white. This is neither a tic-tac nor an airplane. Capiche? Oh, it's a one capiche show. Here we go. Next.
So this video was captured in 2022, but this is the first time we've ever seen this footage, this data, and I'm saying right now that I'm pretty sure this is the first time that anybody's seen this on the internet at the moment. So as we look at these dancing orbs in the light, we see some kind of possible craft in the background there.
What?
What are we looking at? Weather phenomenon or something otherworldly?
Yeah, Blake,
Come on.
when I first saw this, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because it has you wondering. You see these plasmic lights kind of blend in, kind of dance with each other, almost become one. And then it just...
You know what makes me tingle inside is that I don't know what's going on.
shoots off straight to the sky. Then we see this kind of like...
What is this?
Jellyfish
right here
thing just hovering there in the background.
Okay, so this, what I think, what does it look like to you? Number one. Number two, doesn't it look like it was an object, a rocket in space, and we're seeing it explode or, you know, going through the stages as it does, right? I don't know what this is, though. This may or may not be a Foo Fighter, or it really is just a flashlight.
And then maybe
maybe bright flashlights. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know nothing about this.
A rocket going straight to space.
Oh, I didn't know. Brent said it.
Maybe that's what we're looking at. But then again, nobody knows what this is.
Yeah, it looks like something is almost coming out of the mist and joining with this orb that's shooting up out of the mist in a different area. So,
right.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but I also wonder if maybe some sort of bug or something.
What do you guys think it is? Ezekiel's wheel?
And it's making some sort of
aerial advertising. Yeah, it could be.
Like something is coming out of the clouds here. So I don't know. Maybe it's a bald light.
A bright light, or see, I'm with you. That's what I think is going on here. Something to do with the light. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, it could be a bright torch, a spotlight. I believe it's somewhere in there. But where's the beam coming from? Is it coming from where? It would have to come from the ground because there's a lot of clouds, right? It looks like it's cloudy. And we see the object come out of the cloud almost, right? Didn't we see that? Let's back up a little bit. I'll even turn off the volume. So this is stationary, which I think is moving slightly, but we can't see it. It might be a rocket going through stages. But what is that? That is very strange. All right, what are you guys saying? Lens flare? Monitor. Oh, right. Damn. Monitor on a monitor on a monitor. Dude, that's exactly what it is, isn't it? Oh, I didn't even think of that. It's somebody recording a monitor that recorded a monitor. That's why it all looks that way. Shit, that's smart. I don't know if that's it, bro, but you might be onto something. Damn it. You know what I find interesting? All these years, Third Phase of Moon has been around. You know, all of these types of channels that show strictly UFOs 99% of the time. 99.89% of the time, it's a new thing. There's always a new object. Every now and then we'll see, you know, the Brazil star. You know, we see that star-shaped thing. They're always in Brazil, right? The diamond-shaped thing is usually in Mexico, right? So, yeah, and there's a lot of fakes too, sure. This could be monitor on monitor. That's what we got here, maybe. Good stuff, David Wilcox. Not Wilcox. Monitor on monitor sightings. That sounds good. I don't know. Very weird. Very interesting, though. What's this next one? Should we look at the next one? Hold on. Yeah, let's do the next one. And then that's it. And then we'll stop this. These are good. Oh, what do we got here? Hold on, let me go back. Sorry, kids.
Let's get into the next video. And
shall we?
Again, what we're sharing with you, we want to be open-minded and we want to share it as it comes in. And then we could give our opinions, but we want to remain kind of grounded with the evidence as we display it to the people around the world. Let's roll this one.
I'm never grounded. Oh no, that's it? Jump off that cliff.
It's a quick video, broad daylight. We're seeing somebody, we don't know the exact location, looking from the precipice down.
Oh wow, I paused that at the strangest time. Did you see that flare up?
Video, broad daylight. We're seeing.
Okay, I already feel strongly about this being CGI. I do.
Somebody, we don't
I
know
do.
the exact location.
I already feel it.
The precipice down in a canyon.
I see. It looks like, and you know, I'd be shocked if it is CGI because Third Phase usually finds that shit. Unless they're testing us. That's what I'm saying. They do that from time. They'll come out and they'll say, hey, we did some research and found out that this is CGI. So, hey, man, always stick to your guns no matter what.
And captures something extraordinary. Are we looking at something that's legit, or is down?
Look at this. Where was that flare up?
Are we looking at something?
Right, it flared up. Right, you saw it flare up. That doesn't make sense.
It's a quick video, broad daylight. We're seeing somebody.
I want to catch it. I'm gonna have to go slow mo.
Location, looking from the precipice down.
Ah, you monkey's uncle. No, I know it's annoying. One more try.
The precipice down.
Ah! I'll go slow. I want to see what it looks like. I know it's annoying. I know.
We don't know the exact location. Looking.
Come on, I can't blink.
There
it is. Oh, look, it looks just like this one. So this, what is it, a reflection? You know, so what I think we're seeing is, because of what's down here, and you can't see my cursor. There it is. Hold on. I got to do this. There it is. So this is already reflecting light. And why did it start appearing here? How does it go away? Does it go away gradually? Let's see. Yes. So this may be something that is sticking up, and maybe something spins around here. Maybe it's spinning. That's why we're seeing it.
That location.
Here it comes again.
Looking from the press.
See how it just appears? It looks like a flag. A flag. F-L-A-G. Oh no! All right, I'll be right back. I forgot. I gotta go check. I left my phone in the other room. I need it. Here, watch this.
Down in a canyon and capture something extraordinary. Are we looking at something that's legit, or is this some kind of a hoax going on? I got a funny feeling about this one, Brett.
Yeah, a couple people has been sharing this. Got it in my Gmail and Facebook. Somebody said, you got to analyze this. Is this legit? Because they actually fell for it. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing some really true tell signs about how computer CGI works. And this is looking like a simple software of a fake blur. And then you don't even see the background parallaxing when it's on the mountain. I think it's actually just a still photo, and then they just inserted it in and then masked it around the mountain. Really simple stuff.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely couldn't have explained it better than that. You know, it definitely looks not quite real to me. I see a lot of blurred edges and just weird spaces, but I don't know. What are your thoughts, Dr. J?
You know what? Obviously, we always have to make sure or be open to the possibility that things could be faked. But if this is real, this looks like not necessarily a top shape, but more like a diamond shape. Very similar to the Cash Landrum incident back in Texas, I believe.
Nah, that's not what this looks like.
Where they saw a diamond-shaped craft chased by...
I don't know. It is interesting, but I'm going to stick to my guns and say something's not right with it. I don't know, man. I just don't see any means of propulsion. It has this look to it that it looks CGI-ish. I don't see it as a balloon. I'm sticking to my guns. I think it's CGI. And hey, I hope I'm wrong. I do. You know, I really do. Now, I said I was going to bring it up, Miami, if there was any new witnesses and stuff like that. And of course, yesterday, I was given the information and I just had it wrong. So I have the right information now. Well, I always had the right information. I interpreted it wrong. And that was the new witnesses that were interviewed. And I hope I am doing it right. This guy and this woman. I'm going to speed up. This is from a channel called Hunting the Dead. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but, you know, we will... hold on, I want to read something real quick. Let me pull you guys in so you can see what I'm doing. I just want to make sure of something real quick. This guy's got 252,000 subscribers. So it says finding during paranormal. Okay, it doesn't say what to expect. It doesn't say anything about the story. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about the interview here. So I'm just going to play it for a few seconds here and see what we can find out. Oops,
how did this
way.
all happen from the Hard Rock to the Bayside Mall? Just kind of walk us through. First off, why were you even at the Hard Rock?
Well, my sister came down to visit me, so I took her down to Miami to the Hard Rock down there to do a little gambling, have a little fun.
Irrelevant. Get to the thing. So what happened?
What I say is they looked like they were shadows.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really sound like a gun to me. But then these people are running by us, they're panicking. And I'm going, oh, fuck, what do? Do we walk into a movie scene? You know, well, you know, because there's film production scenes going on. Maybe we slipped by and maybe they're making a movie.
Right.
But these people are running. They actually knocked my sister down for a second. She got up and she was scared. I was kind of scared. I thought it was, you know, maybe someone's in there shooting at people, like, you know, which happens. And then I seen like 2 or 3 SWAT guys run past me, and I looked the way they were going, and I could see it looked like these big, tall, maybe 10, 12 foot tall. The best I can say is they looked like they were shadows, but yet, you know, they wouldn't. They were solid. You could tell they were solid. And they were tall. Kind of make you think of the average alien.
Look at the guy. What do you see? Or maybe I should say, what don't you see? That's right. Tattoos. Yeah. Another witness who shows his or her face doesn't have any tattoos. The one person, the one witness who had a tattoo on his hand did not show his face. That is the only true witness to this whole entire thing, or he just couldn't show his face.
You would see on TV, the big tall.
Did it look like an alien?
What I'm saying is this guy works for the military, he works for the government, some three acronym thing.
Like the shadow of an alien?
It looked humanoid.
Wow. Okay, so first off...
So it looked like a human shadow. That's what we got. That's what he said. That's it. Oh, here's the woman. Let's hear what she says. Oh, there's more from this guy? No.
That we know of is 10 or 12 feet tall. So,
But
I mean,
people were
that's...
still running by me, scared. People were falling down and running. And I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell is it? I'm still thinking we walked into a movie.
It was just like something out of a freaking nightmare, and it was real. I mean, like these big, tall, like shadowy things, and I looked over at you, and I was like, you were gone. It was like there were so many people from that mall just running and screaming. And
did you notice it? You want to know what she does for the government? She works in accounting. Yeah. This is Sue, what is it? Sue Johnson. No, I don't know her name, but right? No tattoos, right? White lady, right? Come on, you're thinking it. Come on. She works for the government. She might be on her 20th year. She could be retiring. I'm telling you, I'm right. That whole alien thing at Bayside Mall is a psyop. End of story. No aliens at all. None. The whole thing's a psyop to see how we, the public, would react to something like aliens. That's it. That's all it is. They tried it a year earlier and they didn't do it right. Some people forgot their lines. The alien didn't show up. So they did it this year. They added one more arrest to the record, right? Instead of 3, it was 4. They kept the fireworks as gunshots, right? Oh, we thought we heard gunshots. It was fireworks. But everybody started running when they heard the puppity-pow, right? That story stayed the same. But everybody has a different account of what the aliens looked like. It looked like 3, looked like 1. It looked like it floated, it had a gun. I didn't see his hand, I didn't see his face. Oh, I knew that he was on my case. He was looking like this. I got to put my weed in here. This is what's going on. Oh my God, it's almost time. Yeah, we got a poll going on. I forgot, last 20 minutes of the show. We go a little more psychedelic. What's the poll about? Oh, Ozzy Tiger, thank you for the $3 super chat reminder. You don't have to do that. I did forget about it, yes. I 100% forgot about it, and I wouldn't have remembered. So thank you very much. Let's talk about the poll in the chat room. So I'm going to end it. Only 134 votes. We need 150. What the So the question is, I'll wait for it to get to 150. How's that? Let's wait for, I need 150 votes at 136. I'll take 145. 9 more. Oh, no. Yeah, we're waiting for the votes to come in. Yeah. No. How did I see a vote disappear? That's weird. 138. 7 more. That's it. I tell you what, I need some juice. Yeah, that's right. I got up during the show. I pulled a Fessler on you. I did the thing. Look, 138 votes. I can't believe it. Why don't we have... And the thumbs ups. You know, there's a show called Alien Girl 111. she gets more thumbs ups than we do per capita. Isn't that weird? I know she pushes it. She asks for it. I don't. But you would think, it just tells me one thing. It just tells me one thing. And I don't even want to repeat it. I'm ending the poll at 139. That sucks. What is the best evidence ever showed to the public by media or government? Aliens visited Earth? Yeah. So what's the best evidence ever showed to the public by media? I guess the news or government that shows aliens have visited Earth. At 19%, the Phoenix Lights. At a tie between Roswell and crop circles at 23%, and coming in at number one at 34%, what is the best evidence ever showed to the public by media, government, or something showing aliens visiting Earth is 34%. Writings or carvings, petroglyphs, etc. 139 votes. Thank you for voting. Appreciate it. And thank you, Dorothy, for the $2 super dono. It's pure love towards GoofOn. Don't forget, GoofOn needs love. A lot of love. And I know, I see messages like you guys are wondering why are there ads on the show. I had a threshold that if let's say a certain threshold that we have to meet, and if we don't meet that threshold, I have to put ads on to survive. And I kept the ads off this whole time because I never needed it. Never had to. You want to know what it comes out to? About $400 a month. Yeah. You would put those ads on. If somebody gave you $5,000, how much is it a year? $4,800? If somebody gave that to you in increments of $400, would you say, nah, I'm all right? No. But unfortunately, times are tough. Hey, I'm not, I'm in the same boat, but you're still getting the show, and if you don't want ads, do what I did years ago. For $13, I think it is 14 a month. It's worth it to get YouTube Premium. You don't have any ads. Also, you get YouTube Music with it. You get a lot of stuff. You can download stuff, and you'd be surprised how much you get for that. That's probably the best deal that I have out of all my services. That premium gives me more for my money than anything else because of the music. It's free. You're paying $13.99 a month, but also I can watch all the shows without any ads, and you could turn the phone off. You don't have to watch it or keep the screen on. It runs in the background. So you get that feature with it too. It's really good. Maybe try it for a month. I think they're giving away a month for free. I'm not sure, but it's definitely worth $15 a month for you. For you. The music alone, forget it. I like it. I'm sorry. Right? Am I right? I think I'm right. Thank you, Dorothy, for the $2 super dono. Big sister coming in strong again. Thank you. All right, so let's keep moving along. So the Miami aliens. So here is a couple of people who said they saw it. It looked like a shadow. I think I forgot what this lady said, so I want to go back and hear it one more time.
Gone. It was like there were so many people from that mall just running and screaming, and it was scary. It almost kind of reminded me of like 9/11 and all that shit when the towers fell and all that. That was kind of scary, but is all the smoke. Remember when the towers fell and all the smoke?
Oh my God. She's equating firework smoke to 9/11 towers falling. Can you believe the narrative they're trying to pet? Oh my God, this is amazing. This is a lie. This can't be real. No effing way.
Like 9/11 and all that shit when the towers fell and all that. That was kind of scary, but
Doesn't she remind you of an older version of Amy? Like 20 years later? Sort of, right?
all the smoke. Remember when the towers fell and all the smoke came? And I mean, it was just like all this smoke, but it was the shadows of this image, and they were coming at you. And I don't know, man. It was like freaking.
Does anybody understand what she just said? I have no idea. How do you compare smoke from 9/11 to shadows?
Running and screaming, and I mean, it was, it was scary. It almost kind of reminded me of,
Oh, right there. Everything she just did, she's lying. Every move she just made, touching her hair, flipping her head, grabbing her glasses, the whole thing's made up. This is so obvious.
I mean, it was.
Watch that. The eyebrows. Watch.
It was scary. It almost kind of reminded.
That faking that she's stressed out totally doesn't look real.
Reminded me of, like 9/11.
When she shook her head back, right? She knew she's lying right there. There's nothing now. She's dismissing it herself. Oh, this is so obvious.
And all that shit when the towers fell and all that. That was kind of scary, but, is all the smoke. Remember when the towers fell and all the smoke came? And I mean, it was just like all this smoke, but it was the shadows of this image, and they were coming at you. And
okay. That's what I thought she was saying. She's telling us the shadows of the beings were like the shadows of the smoke clouds from the destruction of the towers. Wow. She's got some imagination. I mean, some script writer. I mean, I don't even know what to say to this. This is so kooky. It's a joke, right?
I don't know, man. It was like a freaking nightmare, and it seemed
She
like
can't even look in the camera. Have you noticed that? She cannot. Her eyes are darting everywhere. This is a liar. This is what a liar looks like. See how I'm talking to you? My eyes are steady. I'm not darting around going, huh, huh. She's making believe she's recalling memory. And it's called bad acting.
it took me forever to find you, and that.
Oh my God, I still have these on.
Down there if I was gonna be crazy like that, because this shit fucking. That was.
I forgot.
Pretty damn scary.
Reduction.
Right.
I wasn't really scared, but all of a sudden my sister was running with all the people. She took off, so I took off too because I don't know what it was. I didn't want to get ate by an alien.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get ate by an alien. That guy's legitimate, doesn't work for the CIA, FBI, NIC, or anybody. All right. I can only play so much. Very interesting. I'm going to put the link to this. It's from a channel called Hunting the Dead. Yeah, why is that hard to read? It shouldn't be that hard. Is it blurry or is it me? So I'll put the link to this in the show description immediately following the conclusion of today's live broadcast. It'll, give me 10 minutes. I'll put it in there. And thank you. I believe, who sent this to me? Andrew? No, Edwin. Thank you. Yeah. Let me see. Andrew, you sent me your videos. I'll get to the other stuff you sent. I just want to let you know in case you're watching. I got to show you this. Bigfoot. A new Bigfoot video. It says Bigfoot in the mountains. This comes from World War III on X. Oh my God, I'm telling you, my esophagus, it needs a readjustment. Can they readjust your esophagus? All right, in 5, 4, 3.
We see a Bigfoot.
Oh my God.
I didn't think Bigfoot was in Wyoming. Some scary shit.
Oh God, this isn't. The girl laughing ruins it.
Disappeared. I didn't think Bigfoot was in Wyoming.
It looks like some guy wearing a.
I didn't think Bigfoot was in Wyoming.
It looks like a guy wearing some sort of hoodie jacket. You can tell different color in here. It doesn't look like a Bigfoot. Yeah. Plus the way they're talking about it.
In Wyoming.
The way they're talking about it does it no justice at all. So I'm going to say misidentified. Yeah. Yeah. We had some interesting things tonight. I mean, we're not done. We're still going. I said I'd go past the top of the hour, and I will tonight. Okay, so Tom DeLonge is really out there. Everything he believes and talks about as being legit, he's heard from all these different people, right? Here, from The One on X, it says a couple moon-related breadcrumbs that Tom DeLonge dropped over a decade ago, and so many moon mission failures as of late from multiple international space agencies, huh? Maybe Tom's info is very close to the truth. All right, well, let's... What? Wait, what? I thought there was the video. Hold on. There it is. Source audio video. Here we go. I got it. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That was definitely in the know. I mean, this is the kind of individual where people in black suits and black cars would monitor his family all the time. What he told his neighbors, he couldn't even leave the country. And I mean, he was like, "We've been mining on the moon for 30 years." You know, that's kind of like, why? What's up there? What have we been mining? What's like?
Wait. Shane Reed, everybody. Thanks, Shane. I'll leave it up for a minute. Come back to you.
Wait. He told you we've been mining on the moon for 30 years?
Absolutely. I mean, don't you find it? I think a lot of people find it very odd that we just stopped, all these Apollo missions. And check this out. The guy that was the architect of StrangeTimes.com, before we built Strange Times, we were doing some stuff with NASA. NASA wanted to work with Angels and Airwaves, and we're flying in and out. And when we're out there pitching them on something...
Hold on a sec. Hold on. Does anybody know why? I know why. Do you know why we stopped going to the moon? Money! Do you know how freaking expensive it is to go to the moon and bring people back alive? 6 times? A different administration came in. They didn't want to fund it. They said the public isn't interested anymore in the moon. And what else can we find? And that's it. It had nothing to do with aliens. You want the hard, cold truth? Had nothing to do with aliens. Or it did. And I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And I'll go with the latter on that one because I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. Not even Tom DeLonge knows, right? Oh, he got all of his stories from the same guy who told him, werewolves are alive. Same guy who said Dracula is real. The same guy who told him, you know, Atlantis is real. I forgot. I lost it. Holy shnikey. I will say thank you. I'm just going to use your first name, Lee, with the PayPal of $12.13. I like your style. 12, 13, 14, 15 cents. You know, Count Dracula. Oh, did you see how that all came together? How did that happen? That is weird. That is very strange. That I just brought all of that and it came to the count. Lee, thank you very much for your support on PayPal. PayPal preferred. Thank you very much. And now you're part of the family. See, doesn't that feel great to be part of this family now? You know, you're going to be happy you're part of the family. I really mean that. And Shane Reed, everybody. Thank you very much, Shane. Thank you. It's a super dono. For those who don't know, a dono is a donation with no emoji, sticker, or message. It's a dono. It's pure love. It's right from the heart. That's all it means. It's beautiful. And it's for me, you know? Thank you. Shane Reed, everybody. Dorothy, you have no wrench. Oh, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Hold on, let's not forget. Dorothy's put me on notice. Here we go. Dorothy, I now give you moderator status as standard moderator. You know the rules. And if you have any questions, my door is never open on Sundays while football is around. But every day you can contact. No, I'm joking. No, of course. Thank you, Dorothy. You are now blue-green. I don't know if it'll show up as blue. I think it stays green. And then if it stays green, well, then you don't need it. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, thank you guys for supporting Goof On a little bit. And, you know, we do rely on you, so I appreciate that. And I don't know if anybody's doing the thanks, like when the show ends. Because, you know, when we're not doing anything, which is rare, there's that thanks button under each video. But YouTube, at least for me, I can't see who my thanks are. Yeah, I've had interactions with YouTube about that, and they say they see it. I don't. So it's very strange. But thank you guys for supporting. We're still going. The show's not over. Come on. All right. Did I play that whole thing yet? Oh, wait. Listen to the rest of this. Listen to it. Thank you guys for your support. Dorothy and Shane Reed. Hope you're doing well, Shane. Giddy up. Go.
And check this out. The guy that was the architect of StrangeTimes.com, before we built Strange Times, we were doing some stuff with NASA. NASA wanted to work with Angels and Airwaves, and we were flying in and out. And when we're out there pitching them on something, you know, they went out to the hallway, and my buddy that worked for me was just pulled two people aside. Says, "Okay, so what's the deal? What's the deal with UFOs?" And they kind of look at each other and they stopped. They said, "Well, we don't know too much about that, but I will tell you this." He said, "After we ended the last Apollo mission," she said, "the FBI came into NASA and took and destroyed all the technology and all the paperwork and everything on how to get to the moon. Literally took it all. So it's not that we don't have the technology to get back there. We just don't have we don't have the billions of dollars of work. We'd have to start from scratch again." Like,
does anybody believe that? I can't listen to another word. Tom DeLonge really, he shouldn't even be associated with UFOs at all. Really. It's bad for business. Yeah. The only thing it does now is it reminds people of a failed product that was TTSA. And then when people remember the failed product that's TTSA, what do then? Then they remember, oh yeah, Lou Elizondo. Oh yeah, he had so many sock accounts. Oh yeah, the congressional hearings were a joke, which is where we left off. Now, they bring David Grush in. This is the reality of ufology. We're still going. I haven't ended the show. We're still going. Still going. Right? So, what do they do next? What's the next thing they do? After the News Nation interview with, what's his name? Rose Cuckold. Right? Then the congressional hearing. Right? Then the subcommittee hearing. Who was in that, by the way? Was it, I think that was Ryan Graves and Fravor. Yeah, that's right. And then NASA did their 1 hour junket where they came out, with a press conference and said, "Hey, we're going to be researching UFOs." All that happened within a few months. A lot of stuff happened. Then some legislation issues, right? Some things got sideswiped. We didn't get what we wanted. Right? I'll jump ahead a little bit. We saw, what's his name? Kirkpatrick leave Arrow. Did he leave ufology altogether? I wonder. He didn't leave happy. He didn't leave mad. He left dejected, I think. Like, he was disappointed. Like, who do I believe in that situation? Do I believe a guy who didn't want the job, or do I believe the people who gave him the job and replaced him? And why did that happen? I guess he was just there, Kirkpatrick, while they found somebody else. What do they call that when they, that's like a stand-in. He stands in for him. I forget. They do that in all sports too. And then sometimes they make the guy who's filling in. What is that called? Anyway. It's like a stand-in for a little bit until they get the real coach. Yes, Moody. My body double. Kirkpatrick now states he doesn't exist. That's actually freaking hilarious. Thank you for that. That's funny. I should have made a thumbnail. That would have been a good thumbnail. All right. We've got... Can I just say, I hate the word biologics again. Can I just say that? We've got to get rid of that word. No, I don't like it. And yeah, what are biologics? I already talked about. I'm not going to do that again. I just think it needs to go, and I don't know why I have it up here twice. Wait a second. Theories of everything. Wait a second. Hold on, I got to check this out. There we go, fast forward. Here we go. No? Play. See, this is not fair. I don't like what's going on here. Ah, you sisters. I have got to get... Something's wrong with my internet. 100%. 100%. Never had these problems. I'm seeing things flashing on the screen. I don't know what it is. Then they disappear. It's just a... And it looks like some other screen that I'm not sure where it came from. And what I think it is somebody hacked my computer. Smoking gun UFO. You ready? I've been waiting 2 hours to show you this. Smoking gun, 12-minute UFO footage recorded by DoD contractor Rick Ibarra above San Diego on September 10th, 10 years ago, 2014. Now, when you see this video, you're going to say, oh, you're going to say what I said. And then I'll prove it. And I don't like this at all. This guy spent... First of all, I'm going to show you the still image from the very beginning of the video. And I want you to tell me what you see. Okay? I'm not going to say a word. Do you see it? It's a string. A string. It's a string. Isn't it? Isn't it? Let's go. Play. You bet your aspirin it's a string. I see it waving. And maybe it's not streaming clearly for you, but when this show ends, you can always go back. I'll put the link to this in the show description so you can watch it at your own. Here, I'll do it now. I don't care. Oh, wait, I can't. But it's a balloon. Now, I love this thing. I mean, that's a really nice looking balloon. But is it really? I am really believing it is, only because of this. But what if it isn't? What if it's an antenna and I'm wrong? Right? That's what they count on. 12-minute video. You want to know why it's not 12? I'm sorry. You want to know why it's not 12 seconds? Because it is a balloon. And it's hovering around, or as they say in Arizona, hoovering around. All right? It is Sputnik. Yeah, it's like Sputnik. Yeah, I hate that thing. I hate Sputnik. But it looks like it. You're right, Bob. Call. It could be a ball bearing. You know, it's an illusion that it looks like it's not moving. And I'll tell you why. You can't tell. There's nothing to reference it off of. Unless you're talking about the string. The string's moving. This object looks like it's moving from right to left. And that is why the string is bending this way like this. Like this. So, yep, I feel what you feel. Damn Russians. I'm thinking it is Russian. Sputnik. I usually do twice a week. Good all over the cup. It's yeah, you see it? It's there, I promise. And that's sad, isn't it? This guy thinks he sees a UFO. Ready? 3. Let's see if he gives us a background to look at.
712.
Oh, let's hear what he's saying.
712. I've been watching it for 5 minutes.
Of course you have, Buttercup. It's a balloon. Let's see if we... Oh, look at this! Ah, right on. Wow, now I'm excited. Don't move that frickin' camera. I'll break the lens. See? He's moving it. Cheaters never prosper. Oh, I can't stand this. I'm angered. I'm angered right now. Don't move. Oh! He's doing it on purpose because it's a effing balloon.
Appears to be moving now.
And it's going the opposite way of what I thought it would be going. Very interesting. But I'm telling you, that's a balloon. And he can't sit still, this guy. And when people move around, it bothers me. They shouldn't be moving like that. Yeah, don't move now. But he's still moving! Because he doesn't have a tripod. Oh, that's it. That's why. He doesn't have a tripod. You know why I'm mad? Because when you move, you can't tell what the true movement is. You take away from it. Like right now, he could be taking a half a step to the right, giving the illusion the object is moving backwards like we're seeing here. And it's very deceiving. I know that trick. And people who get good at filming stuff in the sky can do that and make it look like it's going backwards. Nah, this guy's full of shit. That's a balloon, and he keeps moving. He can't sit still. I'm right. I'm always right. Never wrong when it comes to balloon footage. Yeah, that's right. I said it. When it comes to balloon footage. Oh, hey, man. I want to thank, is it GL? I don't want to say your name because I don't want to, say something I shouldn't. But thank you, starting with the letter G, for the $6.07 on PayPal. And if it's who I think it is, wow. But it isn't. I just realized it isn't. Okay. Yeah, that would be weird. Thank you very much for supporting GoofOn through PayPal. I really appreciate that. You are now part of the family. You cannot leave. If you do leave, you have to have written permission, and it takes 2 to 5 weeks for an answer. So, you gotta hang out for a while. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much for the support. For the person starting with G. Next on the list of ufology and why this cold hard truth hurts. So far, have we seen any UFOs? Negative. And we never will. Isn't that sad? Thousands of videos we've looked at. Third phase of moon. Even security team, if you want to go that route. Mr. MBB 33333. Him. LUFOs. Right? And all these channels. And not one real UFO. A real one. I'm not talking, yes, it's unidentified. We can't tell what it is because it's a dot. I'm talking about no craft. Oh, wait, I take this back. Now, we have seen things from the ISS. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. There have been some really, I'm not talking about dots. I'm talking about stuff that looked like craft. And not only craft, this craft looked like it had a bunch of Tetris blocks, like it was made from Tetris cubes, almost like putting it together like a Lego. Yeah, I want to look at that tomorrow. That may be the only realistic things that are on video that we get to see, because it's easy for NASA, for anybody to say, well, we don't know. It's ice crystals, or it's passing space junk. What the hell am I hearing? There's no wind outside. It sounded like wind. All right, I'm going to play this clip. This says must play. Alex Jones says psychics know the truth. And we have zero clue to what's happening because that's how they want it. I believe that. I do. I believe, excuse me, this is going to be strange. It's the connection between aliens and Nazis. The Nazis had some really interesting UFOs, didn't they? We've all seen them. They have the swastika on the side of it. There have been many, many, many photos. I don't know if they're real or fake, or even the videos from Antarctica showing the swastikas on all those supposed UFO tanks. It's so crazy, this field. Yeah, this field is nuts. Check this out. I want to play this because Alex Jones I haven't listened to him in a few, but let's see what he has to say. He's rather interesting fellow.
Tell me how the connection between aliens and the Nazis took place. When did all this start?
Let me begin. This is really, I'm telling you, Joe, this is a real deal.
I believe you.
This is, you ask, who are they? It's people who are psychically, genetically available to interface in this incredibly diverse universe with all these dimensions above and below and all around us.
Okay. You know who comes to mind? Anjali. Right? Wouldn't it have to be? And who else? Who else out there has that psychic connection? Several people, actually. I can't think of their names. But I was thinking of Anjali during watching this when I first watched it, because that's where she fits, right? I don't know if I don't even know if she thinks it's a psychic connection. It's a connection. And yeah, we can say it's psychic, but I think it's more than that. It has to be. It's not that you're psychic, because some psychics cannot talk to aliens or do not make contact with aliens, right? Strictly dead people or angels and demons. There's different levels of being a psychic, which is why I always had a problem with psychics. But I don't anymore. Just a little bit. Why? Because I feel, just like a lot of you think you're something special too, but we all do. We all are. We are special. I'm an empath. That's why I'm emotional. I feel and multiply off my own emotions. It's terrible. And once it starts, it's hard to stop. I've gotten very good at it, though. But I could be doing an interview with one of my enemies and feeling an emotional attachment and get very sad, because it's like they don't want this either. They don't want the feud either. And it's like I can feel their sadness, stuff like that. Empath. And you know what? I think every one of us are empaths. Just to what degree are you? I know, I told you guys from day one, I'm a weird person. I'm a very strange fellow. But I'm no different than you. No, I'm not. Not at all. As a matter of fact, we're all the same. And I just don't like, because it's see, I think this whole story, why I wanted this cold hard truth thing today, because it's very, very personal for all of us. It is. Every one of us. It's personal. It's why you're here. Right? It's why you're looking around for the truth. You're trying to find out, what is everybody saying? What's going on? Where do I fit in all of this? Where do I go when I die? Am I meeting up with aliens, family aliens? Where? Am I a hybrid? What am I? A sativa? An indica? What am I? That's for my 420 friends right there. What am I? Why do I feel like I don't belong from this planet? What did they do? Why do my innards and everything that is the fiber of my being tell me I'm not from Earth? Why? Every freaking morning I wake up, why do I need to put sunglasses on if I'm from this planet when I step outside? I should be able to look right at the sun as if it's made for this planet, for me, at this distance from the sun. But no, I don't know if we even come from Mars. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure where we come from. But if I was to choose a place, I would say it would have to be Mars. It's twice as far away from the sun, which makes it easier on the eyes. Check it out. I've said this 20 times, right? We don't have fur because we didn't need it. We didn't need it on Mars, right? I mean, on Earth. It's too hot. They got rid of it all, right? That's why. We're not from here. We're from Mars, right? Isn't it true that a woman's biological clock, and some say men too, is running off a 28-day cycle? Am I wrong? I don't know if I am, but I find that rather coincidental. Yeah. I'm serious. I really don't feel like I'm from here. Like something, we're only on this planet. I've got a good 20 to 30 years left if I'm lucky, right? And if my Ouija board is correct, I have 14 years to go. Well, I'm going to be 68, almost 69, 2036. It's 24, 12 years from now, whatever. Oh my God, it's already 12 years to go. And if that's true, that sucks. But I'm ready. My thing is, you know what I want to know? Because the cold, hard truth, and we have been talking about it for a year and a half, maybe 2 years now, but it's really gotten to a point where it's topical. That we're dealing with demons. And what I find interesting, when Lou was working for ATIP, he said his higher ups told him the reason he quit is that we're not going to give you what you want, especially on this, because Lou, they're demons. And that's when Lou said to himself, he's in a no-win situation. And yet, maybe a decade later, he comes out and says the very thing that these entities might be as a fact. When I thought he didn't believe it. Why did he change? Why did he flip? Right? When his boss told him, Lou, we can't because they're demons. He said, you're crazy. He leaves, goes to TTSA a little bit later, and then he's let go from TTSA or quit or whatever, the contract ended. He's out on his own, creating havoc within the community, and says during an interview or 2 or 3 that these things are probably from here and could be demonic. Could be angels. Remember? But he never said why he switched. Nobody's ever asked him. Why did you change? Why were you against it? So you leave ATIP, according to you, because the demon guy wouldn't give you the evidence you wanted to go after. You weren't allowed to go and get so you leave because it says demons. Can't do it anymore. Demons. You leave, go to a place, then leave it. Then all of a sudden you're saying, yeah, well, they're demons. Why did Lou change? Somebody, we got to, hold on. I don't know why I licked my finger. Why did Lou change? All right. That may be a topic. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I think that's something maybe for Twitter or X. All right, let's move on. Shall we? We got a good ton of information tonight. Oh, no. Oh, guys, do you know that double split experiment? You know, when there's 2 dots and then they say, oh, it's going to go into the slit, right? And then they say everything changes when you look at it. But they just found out that's not true at all. They debunked that with facts. Oh, I love this. I don't know if you know about this. Yeah, I just learned about it today. It says how to explain the collapse. And I understand exactly what the way they explained it. It's so cool. How to explain the collapse of the wave function and why collectors make the double split experiment behave differently. Ultimately, this comes down to what happens to a Birkeland current when it slams into an object. Observe. We have a spiraling current of electricity, and I'm going to show you now. This is really, oh no, this is a read. Oh, I forgot it wasn't a video, but they give examples, and I think I can explain it. I'll read it though. It's short. Here, hold on. Pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it out. I don't want to shout. Here. All right. So take a look at these. Right? We're going to go, just take a look at these. Just, I want to show you them, and then I'm going to talk about it. Right? So remember what these look like. You won't forget them. You'll see why. If I can remember what they look like, you will too. Maybe not this one. This is a little bit different, but all right. Yeah, it's a little tougher than I thought. All right. So here we go. We have a spiraling current of electricity, a Birkeland current. In the James Webb pictures, we have seen countless examples that prove their existence, and there are some examples below, which were these. Here's the James Webb one. See that? The twisting, the turning. We see that in chemtrail contrails. Why? I don't know, but we do. All right. And we've seen countless examples that prove their existence. And well, in my diagram, we have a wall on the right with a Birkeland current hitting it in the top frame. The current is approaching the wall from far away. The middle frame is when it first strikes the wall, and the bottom frame is the last moment just before it runs out of energy. This one. Beepity boppity boop. Okay? Not that it matters. As you can see, when the current strikes the wall, it is behaving very much like a wave. But as you get closer to the wall, the two lines of current flatten and then break at the wide part, like an M-class solar flare. What is left is a point with a cross-shaped spinning tail, which collapses magnetically onto the point itself. This last moment of energy, when the current has collapsed to a point, is what is called an electron, a packet of the smallest measurable moment of current smashing into a collector. You can see the shape that causes the wave function to collapse from a wave into a particle at the collector in my diagram. The holographic nature of our universe means you can see all of this at the same time, depending on which frame of focus on in the current. If you have a collector take a sample of this current and the current hits a wall, it will act like a particle. Let it pass through without hitting anything, and it behaves like a wave. Capiche? This explains why when you put a collector into a double slit experiment, it stops acting like a wave on the other side. Your collectors are reflecting what is left after the current collapses and not the current itself, like a rock on a lake. Don't skip the current off the collector and it acts like a wave. Do skip it off the collector and it acts like a particle. Capiche? Oh, it's a two capiche particle experiment. The waveform collapse has nothing to do with an observer of the experiment. It has everything to do with our understanding of electricity and its many shapes and functions. Now, if you want to read this on your own, because it's hard to listen to me, I will put this in the show description, and I'll also put it in the chat room right now in case you want to read that on your own. There it is. Double split experiment debunked. I understood what I said. Maybe you didn't, so read it on your own. But basically what they're saying is when it hits the wall, it passes the energy still passes through, but it's diminished energy. It's done. Not because you looked at it. Wow. Wow. Does Neil deGrasse Tyson know about this? You know? And what he'll probably say is, what we've got here is somebody who's trying to explain emotion. This really isn't science. It is someone's idea of what science is. I'm getting it down. I'm getting it down. I'm getting it down. Nah, I blew it. Now I can't do it. All right, what else we got? The double split. One of my favorite things. Oh, Mick West said that this guy, Dave Fauch, remember I was going to have him on. He's the one who debunked the jellyfish. I got to tell you, Mick is right. And I think we said it, but I don't remember if we ever pushed it. Mick West says, okay, you know when the jellyfish, it would change from black to white, or it looked translucent. You know how it did that? And that's because of the background. The background changed. So with that in mind, Mick says it's weird that some people like David Fauch claim the jellyfish is changing temperature. Each time there's a change, everything else at the same gray level also changes. Exactly the same. It's a levels/gain adjustment. Look at the road and vegetation here. That's Neil deGrasse Tyson. Look at the road vegetation here. And you will see that nothing is what it seems. Here we go. Man. See? 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 See this rock? See this? See the rock? See the guy? Jellyfish? See the rock? See the jellyfish? See how they're all the same now? Dark rock, dark jelly. Lighter rock, lighter jelly. It's because of the sensors, like Mick West said. Mick West said. Mick West throwing down some truth. See, this is the hardest part of ufology. This is the whole shebang. Everything's debunked. Everything. There are no, are you ready? There are no, now I'm not saying there are no life in the universe, in the galaxy. I'm sure there is, but none of them are visiting Earth. None of them. And I believe in that. How can you say that? Do you remember a couple of weeks ago, I found this article where this guy said, everything we can see doesn't mean they can see us. Wait, what? We can see things that are 100 light years away, let's say, right? 100 light years away. We can see things that are 5 billion light years away. Keep 5 billion in mind. Earth has only been around for 4.2, so we'll just say 4 billion for the sake of the argument, the conversation I mean. Our light has not hit the 5 billion year old planet yet. You understand? So anything over the age of Earth, they can't see us. Sucks. That takes away about 77% of the universe that can see us, or we thought could see us, can't. It's a pretty wicked way of thinking, man. I'm like, wow, that really makes sense. We've only been around for 4 billion years. They can't see us. Our light hasn't gotten there yet because it's only 4 billion years old. It has another billion years to go because they've been around for 5, right? And then they can see us. It's a strange world, man. We just lost 75% of the known universe seeing us. Thanks a lot. I mean, now, for your viewing pleasure, this post is from New Guru on X, the first magnetoplane in 1957. Did you hear that? Magnetoplane. Physicist Ivan Filimonico presented the first magnetic vehicle powered by cold fusion energy. This safe invention used the Earth's magnetic field to move. However, Filimonico's advances were sent to secret archives, and he found himself waiting, forgotten. Why this happened and why the use of these technologies was banned remains a mystery. Here is a 15-second video of a real magnetoplane hovering like a UFO. You've never seen anything like this. It's real. That is it. Apparently he was forgot about, disappeared, and so did his creation. Look at this up here. Look at this. It is like louvers or some sort of window or maybe like a entryway. It looks like it goes up into the craft like a folding mechanism. Like these doors lift and there's 3 of them, right? Pretty cool. I don't know what I'm looking at. A new guru. Yeah. I agree with you, Dorothy. I agree. I think we do need giant space adverts. I love those big billboards in the sky. Is that what you mean? Yeah, like they go to the restaurant and they just pull right in with their little UFO. They come out with the burgers on a tray. All right, that's it for tonight. We went a little longer than normal, but that's okay. I'm glad you guys hung out and appreciate the support. Moderators, excellent work. Thank you for your help. I appreciate you like nobody's business. And moderators, super chatters, thank you for supporting the show. And without you, really, there's no Goof On. Why even bother? You know? And you can always help Goof On. All the links are in the show description. PayPal preferred, as you guys know. But I appreciate it. And we bring it every night. Every night we bring... Thanks. Truthology for ufology. For you. Right? And thank you, newcomers. Appreciate you. Don't forget to like the show. And subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Please. You know, we only need a few more to get to 14,000. We're almost there. Let me see where we're at. Let me see. Let's see how far we are. Oh, we need 31 more. That's it. 31. And I want to do it tomorrow. If we don't do it tomorrow, something bad happens to me. Anyway, I'm joking. Thank you very much. Hey, tomorrow they take the thing out of my arm. You know, this PICC line. And tomorrow night I start working out. You know what that means? Roid rage. At 55 years old. Look at me. I still got it. Yeah. All right. Guys, be good to each other. We'll see you tomorrow night. Same time. We don't say God bless here because, so what we say is alien bless. You get it? They're the gods. AB. get into that enough? I mean, did I really get into it enough? The hold card. I should have left when I left. I don't know. I don't think I was direct enough. I don't even know if I finished the point. I'm not ending. No, we're done. I just ruined the ending, didn't I? We'll give you a different ending. How about giddy up?
There's look at that thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of and why did it downwards treasured sites in Christianity? UFO,